Hello, this is Miss Janet with JLS Success Central, and welcome to my channel. We provide you with up-to-date, verifiable information to help you in building your personal finances as well as building your credit. And speaking of personal finances, every time I talk about personal finances, I'm talking about budgeting. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to share two of my favorite budgets. And I've used both and I've settled on one. But you know what? Use what works for you, okay? Hopefully one of these will work for you, because the whole thing about a budget is creating one and sticking with it. You want to create a budget that you can stick with, okay? So the first one that we're going to talk about is pay yourself first budget. Yes, yes, yes. Pay yourself first. It's also known as a reverse budget. That's where you use your financial goals and for your budget to pay yourself first, and everything else you use the rest of the money to pay your bills. You're like, what you talking about, Miss Janet? That's why it's called a budget. That's why it's called a budget. You see, check this. Just listen to this. Check this out. You bring home $3,000 every 2 weeks. All right, you bring home $3,000 every 2 weeks, and out of that $3,000, that's you take 10% and pay yourself first. The first pay period, you pay your 10%. It can go into your 401k. It can go to a Roth IRA. It can go into your emergency fund, but pay yourself first. The second pay period, you take out $300, 10% of the $3,000, and use that. Put that in an account to pay your debt, okay? And everything else is left to pay your bills. So you have $2,400, that's $4,800 to pay your bills with, all right? You're like, hold up, Miss Janet, hold up. I don't have it like that. I don't make that kind of money. Okay, so maybe you bring home $3,000 every 2 weeks. No. I said, that's the same thing, huh? Maybe you bring home $3,000 a month. That's $1,500 every 2 weeks. 10% is the same formula. 10% of the 15 is 150. You take that 150 and you place it into a Roth IRA or a savings account or your emergency fund. The next pay period, you take 10%, $150 of the 1,500, and you put it in to pay your bills. And you say, Miss Janet, my bills are paid. I got everything. Well, wonderful. All of it goes into your savings, okay? All of it goes, no matter what, pay yourself first. So here's this $3,000. You've taken $300 out of it. You have $1,700 left. And you're like, well, my rent is $22. Child, you in a rush. Child, you're living above your means. I feel for you, but you're living above your means. Your rent nor your mortgage should be over 30% of your take-home pay. And if it's just you, if you're just dealing with your mortgage, with your income, well, we need to reevaluate some things. If your rent is $2,200 or if your mortgage is $2,200. Now, if your half of the mortgage is like $1,100, if the mortgage is $22 to $25 and yours is half of that, we might can work that out. But if it's just you, okay, you're living above your means. So let's say you sow $1,700. You have the $1,700 after you pay yourself first. You bring home $3,000. 30% of $3,000 is $900. So let's even give you $1,000 a month, for rent. And what that means is you subtract the $1,000 from the $1,700, and you have $700 to pay your light, gas, water, car note, insurance and things like that. You're like, oh, Miss Janet, $700 is not a lot. That's right. So that means you have to make sure you've gone through your utilities. You make sure you don't have a cable bill that's sucking up $100 or $200 a month. You want to make sure that you're on a special program with the utility companies because they're doing it all day long. You want to make sure your insurance your auto insurance is low, and if your car payment is one of those 400, 500, 600 payments, again, you're living above your means, and you need to reevaluate your situation in terms of transportation. So what I'm saying is, and I know I went through this very quickly, but I'm going to have a link down below on each one of these budgets so you can check it out yourself. You can conduct your own due diligence. You can see how this might work for you. Okay? And if you make less money than what we're talking about, the formula's still the same. If you're only bringing home $1,000 a month, maybe you can't save 10%. Maybe you only can pay yourself 5%. But pay yourself, because you're going to need that money either sooner or later. Hey, this is Miss Janet with JLS Success Central. And if this is the type of information that you like, press the like button and leave a comment. And if you haven't done so already, subscribe to my channel so that I can provide you with more up-to-date, verifiable information to take you to a whole nother level in your journey towards your personal finances and building your credit scores. I'll see you in a couple of days. Grace and peace. Miss Janet out.